Welcome back to yoga. Today I'm going to be focusing very much on the lower back. The way things are at the moment, I know a lot of you are spending a lot of time at a desk or maybe at your kitchen table, maybe in less than ideal situations, particularly for your spine and your lower back. So today we're going to take care of that spine, and I'm going to get you to start lying down on your back. Now, before we begin, you might like to have a blanket and or a cushion for later on in the class as well. So just come onto your back with your knees bent. Just make yourself comfortable. Place both hands on your belly, just relaxed. Relax the back of the head and just begin to close your eyes and take a couple of deep breaths deep into the belly and fully exhaling. So as you open your eyes, place your hands down by your side. Now make sure your feet are about hip distance apart and settle your back into the mat. As you inhale, arch your back, and as you do, you'll feel the spine lifting away from the floor. As you exhale, flatten the back. Feel the tailbone slightly lifting, and inhale, arch. Exhale, flatten. Inhale, arch. Exhale, flatten. Inhale, arch. Exhale, flatten. So now I'd like you to take your right leg and cross it over your left. Lift the feet. Now if you want to, or if it's possible, you can hook the right foot around the left calf. Keep your hands on the ground and place the palms down so that you're anchoring yourself. And again, we're going to tilt the pelvis away. Now again, you can see creating that arch in the back. And then as you draw the knees towards you, feel the back flattening. And again, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And last one. This is engaging your core here as well. And then place the feet on the ground. Keep the right leg crossed over. Take your arms out wide and drop the knees to the left as the head gently rolls to the right. Again, spinal twists, great for releasing the lower back. Breathe into it. Come back into the center, uncross the legs. So we're going to cross the left over the right this time. Lifting the legs again, maybe hooking that left foot around, palms down. And again, start that rocking motion. Move with your breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Come back to center. Drop the feet. And again, we're just going to drop the knees to the right. Arms out wide now, turn your head to the left and breathe. So already your lower back should be beginning to feel a little bit released if you've been sitting at your desk all day. Slowly bring the legs back into the center, hug your knees in and just make a few nice little massaging circles on the lower back. Now, drop the feet, straighten out the legs, bring the arms overhead, and we're going to just have a nice stretch. So stretch into your fingertips, stretch into your toes, draw your navel in. And then slowly bring the hands down, bend the knees, hug the knees in once again. Now you can roll over onto your side and come to seated, or you can try rocking yourself up to a seated position. So come to sitting for a moment with the legs crossed. And we're just going to come into a nice, simple little seated twist. Right hand behind, left hand across, lift and twist. And to the other side. Inhale back to the front. Swing your legs back and bring yourself into child pose for a moment. So sitting back. Now here is where if you wanted something under your head, you could use your blanket or your pillow. Just to lift the head up a little bit and to encourage the hips back towards the heels. Okay, begin to extend the arms forward. So creeping the fingers forward, extending the spine, trying to keep the hips back towards the heels. If you need to, you can curl the toes under and just lift those heels up a little bit for yourself. And now coming all the way forward onto your belly, we'll come into a Sphinx pose. So the elbows will be forward of the shoulders. Spread the fingers, press into the hands. And just lifting the chest. So the belly button and the hips are still connecting with the floor. Try to relax your shoulders. And then stretching the arms out even more. Straighten the arms, but bring them a little bit wider for seal pose. And again, you can be quite low here. You don't have to be up very high. So you're just spreading those fingers, pressing into the hands. And activate your legs. So press into your feet and let your feet roll towards the little toe side. Okay, slowly bring the hands under your shoulders. Push yourself up onto all fours. Placing hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And this is another one that's always good for the lower back. So as you exhale, round your back, draw your navel in. As you inhale, drop the belly, lift the head, lift the tailbone. Cat-cow. And exhale. And inhale. Last one, exhale. Inhale. And come back to a neutral spine. Curl your toes under, lift yourself up into a downward facing dog. Pedal the feet for a moment. Now lift up onto your toes, bend your knees. Bend the knees quite deeply now as you bring the chest back towards the thighs. Let the head hang. And straighten out for a moment. Up on the toes again. Bend the knees. Chest to thighs. Release the head. Back up into downward dog. Take the right leg back. Knee in. Right foot forward, drop onto the left knee. Press into the foot, hands to heart center, and we'll take it into another twist. So you can keep the knee down for now. Just looking towards the right elbow, press the palms together. So try to get a lift of the chest here. And release. Curl the back foot under, downward facing dog. Left leg back, knee in. Left foot forward, we're coming onto the right knee. Press into the left foot. Hands to heart center. Right elbow to the outside of the left thigh. Press the palms and twist. Hands to the floor. Curl the back foot under. Step back into downward facing dog. And again, just come up and down off your toes. Downward dog is another really good posture for stretching out the spine. So we'll walk the feet forward to the top of the mat. Feet at least hip distance, bend the knees and just let your hands dangle. You can hold on to the back of the legs. Let the head and the neck release. Deeply bent knees here now. And then hands to hips. Press into the feet and we'll come up to a standing position. So again, you can keep your feet slightly apart. Inhale, both arms up. Interlace the fingers, stretch up. So again, feel length in the spine. Lift out of that lower back, draw the navel in. Soften your knees as you stretch over to your right. Come back to center, stretch up again. Stretch to the left. And again, stretch up one more time to each side. And slowly come up. Release the arms down. You might like to just roll those shoulders out a little bit, backwards and forwards. And then come to stand once again at the top of your mat. Hands to heart center, feet together. Now spread the toes. Inhale, take your palms out, reach up. Exhale as you fold, hands to the floor. Inhale, look out flat back, hands flat, stepping back to plank. Dropping to the knees, to the chest, to the chin. Inhaling up into cobra. Again, shoulders back. Curl the toes under. Downward facing dog. Take your right leg back. Knee into the chest. Right foot forward. Turn the heel in. Inhale the arms up. We're going to drop the left hand. Take the right hand towards you for reverse warrior one. And again, if you're feeling compression here in the lower back, maybe place your hand there and just get that little bit of space there in the lower back. Sweep the left hand up. Exhale, both hands to the floor. Step to plank. Dropping knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Inhaling cobra, upward dog. Exhale into a downward dog. Left leg back. Knee in. Left foot forward. Turn the right foot in. And we'll inhale the arms up to warrior one. Release the right hand down. So back of the thigh, or remember that lower back is a good place to have it as you arch back. Again, we don't want compression in the lower back. We're trying to get length in that lower back all the time, just to release any pressure. Inhale the right hand up. Exhale, both hands to the floor, stepping back to plank. Dropping knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Inhaling, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. So again, place your feet hip distance, spread your fingers, release the head and neck. So you want to release everything from the neck all the way down the spine. And downward dog is a good place to do this. Exhale fully. Inhale, look forward. Step or hop your feet to your hands. Flat back, look out. Exhale to fold. And remember, bend the knees if you need to. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. And exhaling back into Tadasana. So I'm just going to turn around here for a moment. So from Tadasana, bend your knees. Bring yourself into Utkatasana or squat. So we'll stay here for a moment. Tucking the tailbone. Inhale the arms up. Exhale as you fold. Hands to the floor. Inhale, look out flat back. Hands flat, stepping to plank. Dropping knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Inhaling cobra or upward dog. Roll over your toes. Downward dog. Right leg back. Knee in. Right foot forward, turn the left heel in. And inhale both arms up. So again, I'm just going to turn here. So we're going to begin to straighten that right leg. Inhale the arms out. Extend over the right leg now as you take the right hand down and left hand up for Trikonasana. Bend your right knee, hands to the floor, step to plank. Dropping knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Inhaling cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left leg back. Knee in, left foot forward, swivel the right heel in. And sweep the arms up to warrior one. So once again, I'm just going to turn here. As I straighten up my left leg, extend the arms out. Extend over that left leg, left hand down, right hand up. So again, you can have a bend on that left knee if this is just too much for you. So really stretch up through that right arm. Or if that's too much, just bring the hand to the hip. Bend the left knee, right hand down, left hand down, step to plank. Dropping knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Inhaling, cobra upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. So once again, place your feet. If you need to walk them in a little bit, do. Just make any adjustment. And then spread the fingers and release that whole spine once again. Coming back to your breath. Exhale fully. Inhale, look forward. Step or hop, your feet to your hands. Flat back, look out. Exhale to fold. Bend your knees as deeply as you can. Sweep the hands up to Utkatasana. And slowly coming back into Tadasana. So close your eyes for a moment and take a breath or two. Bring your hands onto your hips and step your feet wide. So if you want to line your heels up with the back edge of your mat, you can. And what's nice to do sometimes is even just press the thumbs into that space in the lower back. You can give them a little massage. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, start to tilt forward from the waist. So just come halfway down, keep the elbows lifting. Make sure the weight is not back in the heels. And then if you want to, you can drop the hands, or if the hands don't come to the floor, take them onto the legs somewhere. Now just slightly bring your body weight forward again, particularly if the hands are down. Walk the hands back and fold. So again, we're really lengthening through that spine. Let the head and the neck completely release. So again, you might need to soften the knees here. That's perfectly okay. Walk your hands forward. Now you can be on the fingertips or on the hands and start to walk your feet in a little bit. Bend the knees. Bring your hands as far as your hips. And we're going to come up into goddess pose. So you want to tilt the pelvis slightly forward as you draw the navel in. And then bring the hands up. Opening the chest. Sinking as low as you can. For 3. For 2. For 1. Slowly come up. Release your hands down. Walk your feet back in together. And once again, come to stand at the top of your mat and take a breath. So, getting ready for our balancing pose. And again, if you want to grab a chair or a stool, I'll just grab one here. So today we're going to be doing dancer pose. So if you want to, you can have something in front of you to hold on to. Bend your right knee, hug it up. So maybe even take the 2 hands around the knee to begin with. So this is nice on the lower back. Now, reaching down to take your ankle or your foot, this is where you might need your chair or some support in front of you. And I'm even going to step back a little bit from this. And then slowly start to tilt forward. If you want to, you can take the inside of the foot. And then slowly bring that right leg through. If you can, bring it all the way up once again and hug it into you. And then very slowly release. I'm just going to move this chair forward a little bit as I go to do the other side. So I'm going to try it without the chair this side. You have the choice. Stepping onto your right foot, bend your left knee and hug it up. So if you can, once again, now you might have your chair in front of you if you need it. Reach down and take your left foot or ankle or the inside of the foot. Take the right hand up and slowly start to tilt forward. Pushing that left foot into the left hand helps to stabilize. Slowly bring that left leg through, slow as you can, hugging it up once again. Flex the foot and then release and stretch your legs. So we'll just move any chairs or props out of the way. Come to stand at the top of your mat once again, hands at heart center. Inhale, take the palms out, reach up. Exhale to fold, hands to the floor. Inhale, look out, lengthen your spine. Step back into downward facing dog. Drop to your knees and take child pose once again. So this time you might like to take the hands under your forehead or once again use your blanket or your cushion. Just take a breath here. And then bring yourself forward onto your tummy once again. Fold the hands under your forehead, one hand on top of the other for crocodile pose. Now you can start with just relaxing the legs by turning the heels out and the toes slightly in and letting the lower back broaden. And then slowly begin to activate your legs. So stretch the legs straight back, press into the tops of the feet. Keep your forehead on your hands if you can, and begin to lift one foot at a time. So lift the right leg, stretch it back, and bring it down. Left leg. And down. So we're not going for very high, just lengthening. Think about lengthening through the leg. And one more time on the left. And release. So this time I'm going to bring my left hand forward and my right hand down. And I'm going to lift the right leg and the left hand for half Shavasana. And slowly down. And once again, we'll lift right leg, left arm. And down. Now switch around, bring your right hand forward, left hand down. As you inhale, lift your head, right hand and left leg. And down. And again, lift. And down. Now bring the two hands down by your side. Stretch the legs back. As you inhale, lift your head, lift your chest, lift your arms. And if you're upward, lift the legs as well for full Shavasana. This is a great back strengthener, but if it's too much to have the legs lifted, just keep them down, but keep those legs active. And then slowly release. Fold your hands once again onto your forehead, drop the head, and just let the legs flop. pushing yourself up onto your hands and knees. And we're going to roll over and come onto our backs now. So all the way onto your back. Knees bent, knees into the chest. If you want to make a few little rocking and rolling movements to ease out that lower back, you can. Now bring the legs up for happy baby. So bend the knees, flex the feet. And if you can, take the outsides or the insides of your feet. And if that's not happening today, take the ankles or the calves, anywhere that you can grab onto. So gently begin to press those knees towards your armpits. And then you can begin to rock from side to side. Again, this should feel nice in your lower back. And then when you're ready, hug the knees in. Place the feet on the floor once again with bent knees, arms out wide. Lift the feet and drop the knees to the right. Now you can stay with bent knees, or you have the option to maybe straighten out the legs and look back to your left. Bend your knees as you bring the legs back into the center. We're going to go to the left now. And once again, you have the choice to stay with bent knees, or you can begin to straighten out those legs as you look back to your right. Bend your knees, roll yourself back onto your back and bring the feet down. So for here, I would suggest we're going to be moving into Shavasana. So what might be nice is to have a pillow, not too big a pillow, to place under your lower back, and then maybe a blanket ready to go over your legs to keep you warm. So I'm just going to put my blanket to one side for the moment. So bend my knees and roll back. So I want you to place that. So if it's a nice squishy soft pillow or a cushion, is a good idea that you can kind of mold it into your lower back to support you. And then bring the soles of the feet together for Utkatasana, letting the knees drop out to the side and relax the arms. Now you could place your blanket here over your legs if you want to, and just let yourself stay in this position. Or if you prefer to straighten out the legs now, you can, or you can just bring the knees straight up with the knees bent. Again, lots of options here. And we're just going to take a short Shavasana. So once again, if you'd like to, you can place your hands lightly on your belly. Close your eyes. And begin to focus on the breath. So take a deep inhale first. Sigh it out. And then just begin to take slow breaths in and out through the nose. So as you're lying here breathing, just let the jaw soften, shoulders drop, belly relax, hips relaxed. Acknowledge the practice that your body has done. And just letting go of all worries, all concerns. Just be here with your body and your breath. And now gently draw your knees together if you're still in Utkatasana. Hug the knees into you. Roll over onto your side. And slowly pick yourself up to come back into a seated position. Again, you might like to sit back onto your cushion. Cross the legs. Bring the hands to the heart center. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Opening your eyes. Namaste. So I hope your back is feeling nicely stretched and better after that practice. And today I would like to suggest maybe a donation to Simon, if that's what you'd like to do. As always, this is just a suggestion and there is absolutely no pressure on anybody. But thank you if you would feel you would like to do that.